You can sell sets of images or graphics to designers or entrepreneurs that they can use in their own projects, like on their social media accounts, on their websites, or on any advertising and marketing that they are creating. I have been doing this for a number of years, and I use different marketplaces, including Creative Market, Design Cuts, Creative Fabrica, to sell these. And I will show you a few different packs that I've been selling using AI. So the type of thing that you can create are backgrounds, which people can then use on different media, for example, as website backgrounds, or on print, perhaps for business cards, or even in their logo designs. This helps designers save time and create very high quality effects. So what you can do is create a consistent collection of graphics that people can use in their brands. This might be a set of repeating backgrounds or some illustrations. So for example, you can create tiled backgrounds which are repeating textures that can be used infinitely. You could make a tie-dye set like this. You can see that these work really well on fabrics and on other merchandise for people to create themselves. Another thing you can do is sell collections of illustrations for people to use. For example, you might have some thin line icons and create a whole library of these for people to download and use in their projects. The next business model you can try is selling stock assets using websites like Adobe Stock, Shutterstock, or Pond5. These allow you to create images, upload them, and every time somebody uses one and purchases it, you will get a small royalty. Now, the name of the game on stock photography is quantity, so you want to create a lot of different images, but you don't necessarily have to worry about creating sets like you would in selling graphic assets. So again, this is a great way to help people save time and money. That if they don't want to sit around making their own photographs or using AI art to create a specific image, they can search on stock websites like this to get that perfect photo. The next opportunity I invite you to investigate is selling print-on-demand merchandise. Now, print-on-demand allows you to put your designs on a whole host of different merchandise, everything from t-shirts to water bottles, even little scarves for dogs. And the great thing about print on demand is that it's only when a customer purchases an item that it actually gets made. So you have no stock sitting around. The margins can be quite tight on this business model, so I encourage you to price your items pretty high. Redbubble is a great site for selling your goods because you get to create your own store, and Redbubble even drives traffic towards your goods if they're performing well. There's a huge variety of different goods that you can sell. Everything from leggings to wall art to phone cases, even baby t-shirts and masks for children. Another print-on-demand service that I recommend checking out is Spoonflower. And the reason for this is it allows you to create wallpaper, which you can actually put up in houses. So if you're creating an interior design brand, this is fantastic for showcasing some of your best tiles and textures. Another approach that you can try out is investigating selling your work as NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens that allow you to sell your art on a registered blockchain. There are collections on OpenSea, which is the largest marketplace for NFTs, that have sold artworks that are worth huge amounts of money. For example, Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the most popular collections of NFTs, where they have these different apes in different outfits with different accessories that people are using as their profile pictures. And you can see here that they are selling for huge amounts of money. These are selling for 76 Ethereum, which in today's exchange rate is worth over $100,000. But the issue with the NFTs is it is quite a saturated market. You need to have a good marketing strategy and some really unique, eye-catching art. The next opportunity is to sell your art as art. There are a number of different ways you can do this. One option is to use a marketplace like Etsy, where you can sell digital versions of your art for people to print out and put on their wall at home. The advantage of this is that obviously you're not carrying any stock, you don't have to create anything, and you have a very scalable business. People are having a great success with this. You can see this framed tarot print from this seller, they've sold over 20,000 units. And the other option is to create actual framed prints. So you can sell either digital or framed or both on Etsy. Now, an interesting and original business model for making money from AI art is to sell your prompts. If you're working in Stable Diffusion and you create a prompt that is particularly good at getting a distinct style, you can sell that on a marketplace called PromptBase. You can sell these for between $2 and $5. It's an interesting and new way to make money. You can see some of the options that people have been selling here, everything from sticker styles to origami, to bonsai trees, to Persian princesses. It works best if you select a very distinct and unique style that is consistent. For example, these GTA loading screens are a perfect example for something to sell on PromptBase. They give people a unique option where they can create a lot of artwork in a distinct style that is popular and well known. One thing to bear in mind is that prompts are not copyrightable. One thing to bear in mind is that you cannot copyright your prompts, so there's nothing to stop people stealing these and reselling them. But another approach to this would be to create a large library yourself, where you're not just selling individual prompts here on this marketplace, but you're actually selling packs of prompts curated in a book or in an online file. Now, the final business model I'd like to introduce you to is one where you take old, out of copyright books that are in the public domain, and you create illustrated versions of these. So you can create art using Stable Diffusion and then produce these books and sell them either digitally or in print. You can see that illustrated books are highly popular on Amazon. This one has over 2,000 ratings and an overall star rating of 5 stars. So they're very popular and well received, and allowing you to combine AI art with some existing content gives you a really unique product to sell. You could even write your own book or comic book and sell that. Another interesting thing to do with Stable Diffusion is offer your skills in this tool as a service. You could offer to train Stable Diffusion on people's images so that they can create their own artworks. For example, you might offer personalized portraits. Again, you can see people on Etsy selling these vectorized style portraits, and you could easily create a prompt and train Stable Diffusion on images given to you by a customer to create this style of personalized portrait. You might even want to try out your own style. Perhaps it's a GTA loading screen style portrait. Another thing you can do is use a platform like Fiverr to offer logo design or branding services. For example, this seller is offering a brand design service for $1,300, and you can offer your services to create designs in Stable Diffusion. You may also use Fiverr to advertise your services for creating specific art for illustration or even photography, if you're creating a specific type of photograph using Stable Diffusion. And the final opportunity in using Stable Diffusion as a business is to create your own tools. As it is an open source software, you can either adapt it yourself or pay someone to create a version of Stable Diffusion that has a very specific use case. Perhaps it's set up specifically to create book covers or YouTube thumbnails. Or maybe you're offering a way to animate the work in Stable Diffusion in a very distinctive way. You can charge people a small fee for using your tool and create money that way. There are a number of different exciting opportunities to make money with AI art. You can be very creative here and combine these different business models in different ways. Perhaps you create a personalized portrait of someone and put it on merchandise. Or perhaps you offer a set of graphic goods but include a library of prompts for people to create their own with as well. I wish you the best of luck in monetizing your art and turning your hobby into a business.